Good afternoon, Hollywood. Welcome to Pitching Steven Spielberg 6. Why Steven? I received an unsolicited email a few days ago that said Steven Spielberg's greatest work was The Animaniacs! Exclamation mark. And it made me realize it's risky to approach any man's body of work and claim that any one thing is their greatest, because art is so clearly subjective. So when people ask me what I like best about various artists, I say my favorites are. That being said, a few videos ago, I looked Mike Myers right in the eye on this camera and said, "The Love Grew is your best work." Well, knowing isn't being, I guess. But I was enthusiastic and shocked by their attitude towards his wonderful film. So why do I want Steven Spielberg to direct Elfendale? When I was a kid, the magic to me was almost always Disney films and almost always animation, seen in local theaters. Everything else was black and white TVs if you had one. And I was transported. Peter Pan and Snow White. And Steven Spielberg's films, some of them, have the same power to this day. The way that man can see the world through the eyes of a child to take us there is his greatest gift. Now, a few others can do it occasionally. First Harry Potter film, that was charming. That took me right back to childhood. But it's quite rare. And Steven did it over and over again. Empire of the Sun? Whoa. Jaws. All the way through, I was a kid. He just keeps doing it over and over and over again. So, my favorite Spielberg films are the ones that do that. And Elfendale is about a young girl. In the first 5 of the 7 films, she ages from 9 to 10. It has to be done as an animation. When I heard that J.K. Rowling reacted in horror when Steven wanted to do Harry Potter as an animation with Macaulay Culkin as the voice of Harry, I wasn't appalled, even though I really liked the first Harry Potter film a lot. What would Steven have done with it as an animation? Animaniacs really is formidable. With his imagination, I'd love to have him do it. I'd like to have Steven take a classic and crank out 7 feature films a la Harry Potter done with animation. I think it'd be wonderful. And the only way to go. Now, I'm not fanatical. Someone else could do it. There's all kinds of studios out there with the power and the connections and talent to do it. But I'd like to have Steven do it because I'd like to have him get a shot at vindication. He certainly earns it. I'll never get to see what Harry Potter could have been in his hands, but I'd sure love to see what Elfendale could be in his hands. So, if any of you have actually looked at my uploads of late, including the last 5 from my mini-series done in the Millennium, Pitching Steven Spielberg, you'll know, if nothing else, I'm at least a character with a certain command of language. So, look up Elfendale. It's easy to do. mudvalley.com will take you straight to Trafford. Give it a shot, Hollywood. Beat Steven to it if you want. Although, frankly, Steven, I'd rather you beat everybody else. You're provenly formidable when it comes to the world from the eyes of a child. Now, I know you've done some masterworks in your adult years, middle years, serious years. We've all seen them. They're superb. Saving Private Ryan, Schindler's List, we all know. But you're older now. Go back to your roots. Go back to your magic. With all your formidable learned skills since then. Do Elfendale. Call me Steven.